what is the message you have for somebody who's thinking to come for a retreat?
Yeah, I would say that that you can come back to your rational mind after the retreat. Really try and let go and surrender to the experience, because if you come into this thinking the whole time like you're not really sold on everything, and you have doubts about spirituality and you're a very rational person, that's all okay, because that will always be there. You can, like you say at the beginning of, before we start every ceremony, go deep and know that you will come back. I think that's really good advice, because if you're holding back, then you won't be able to go as deep. So really just try and let go of your rational mind while you're here. That doesn't mean you're going to go crazy or anything. You'll always come back to who you are, but it really allows you to get more powerful insights. That would be my biggest piece of advice for anybody.
But when you said you can come back to your rational mind, means that during the retreat you lost the control, you lost...
No, not at all. I don't feel that I lost control at any point, not in the sense where people think you're going to come here and... I don't know, it's just fears.
I am asking you this because a lot of people are very afraid to drive crazy, to lose their mind and to lose the control forever.
Absolutely. That was a fear of mine coming into this retreat, is I don't want to lose who I am. I don't want to, I don't want to lose who I am. You're losing control. That's such a big part of the human experience. We're so attached to our physical, material, external world, because going inside can be difficult, but it's so enriching. It gives you so much. It adds so much value to your life in ways that you didn't even think mattered. That's why I say let go. It's not because you'll lose who you are, you'll lose control of your life or your mind or anything, but that fear is very valid, and I think almost, if not everybody here, came with that fear inside.
So most of the people are afraid to drive crazy, to lose their mind, not to come back. What in reality, what happened is you lost your mask. The mask that is saying, oh, I am perfect, I am wonderful, I am intelligent, I always do well. And this is not the real you. This is what you think you have to be in order to be loved. So when you let go the mask.
And completely, and because I think I am so attached, or I felt much more before the retreat, I was so attached to those fears. You actually don't realize how attached you are to your own suffering. And like you said, that you actually get a lot of pleasure out of your own suffering, that you can be your own worst enemy in that way. And so it's freeing. It's really freeing. So if anything, I feel like the parts that you lose of yourself are the ones that need to go so that you can live a more integrated and fulfilling life.
Yeah.
So when we are able to let go the mask, the part that we think we need that in order to be accepted, when we allow this to go, what we recover is our authenticity. And this is your real you. And what happens when you discover your real you? You realize that you are lovable. You don't need to do anything different to please people, to be loved. You will be loved anyway. This is what I call healing, but for me healing is transformation. It's nothing to do with cure, okay? It's transformation. You bring something that was unconscious to the surface, and you are aware now, this is my pattern of behavior, and then you decide, I can let go of this. Let's try to see what happens. And what happens is that you all discover the authentic you. And you can openly talk in a group that is 16 people from all over the world that you didn't know before, and you feel perfectly comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's very relaxing, like relieving that, like actually I don't have to be happy all the time. It's not human. You could.
Yeah, there are perfectly
There's
health emotions.
Yeah.
If you love somebody, it's okay to be sad.
Yeah.
It's not okay to create a depression,
Yeah.
but to be sad and then you recover. Or you are angry, I express my anger in a healthy way, and then I learn how to ask what I need in an assertive way.
Yeah.
So you learn how to use your resources instead of keep reacting like a child.
Yeah, exactly.
That is transformation.
I just want to say
Yes.
one more thing about going deeper is I keep thinking back to conversations that you had with people when they were really questioning the experience of, oh, I don't know how much I really believe in all that and stuff, and you were always very composed and calm when you said, why not? Why not play with that? Just go there for fun. Just try it. You can always come back to that place of, you know, what you're comfortable with or what your rational mind thinks, but why not go there? Just see what's there.
Just be playful.
Yeah, be playful.
So you have a few mornings free to go to the beach or to stay there hanging in the lagoon, swimming. What can you say to people that never been here about the surroundings?
I didn't leave once. I stayed here the whole time because I thought it was amazing and I didn't want to spend any time anywhere else. The pond is amazing. The noodles just lying down there, relaxing for like a few hours, and it's so peaceful. And I didn't even feel the need. I read half of a book, whereas I usually read a book a day when I'm on holiday, because I just flick through it, and I felt like I was in the hammock listening to the birds, listening to my thoughts, and there's so many things coming up during the retreat that like you don't feel the need to leave from here because you feel like you're in a safe place here, and it gives you the opportunity to quiet down and listen, because there's a lot of subtle messages coming through all the time. But if you're busy in a city or town or going to a lot of places, it disturbs the mind, and it brings a lot of activity to the mind. So here it's so quiet that you can quiet the mind also and then listen to the subtle messages.
People to go to the beach or to the waterfall at least 2 times during the retreat for a short period, enough to see. No, some people need to take a bath in the ocean or in the waterfall.
I think it's good people have the option.
Exactly.
I also chose to stay here, and I had all the massages as well, which was wonderful, and I really felt like it prepared my body for the ceremony in some way.
I love the yoga in the morning. So it was such like gentle and nice and beautiful.
And the same yoga teacher was the masseuse. So it was kind of like a nice continuation of that energy.
All of you will stay a few extra days in Itacaré. So you will have time to explore, to go to different beaches. Would you like to add anything about the place or the activities? Something that really...
I really want to say something about the music because it's the best. I love music, and it's the best music I've ever heard. And it was the architecture of all my visions. Every song, every note, every little subtle noise that came through, it was just amazing music, like from a different dimension. And I know you won't reveal your source.
I use music from all over the world, good music.
It's
it doesn't
so
matter if it's a mantra or if electronic, electronic,
bongos,
good music,
church music, I mean everything.
Different religions, music. but
all
the idea
super
is to
tense.
use the music as a trigger
Yeah,
to trigger things in you.
yeah.
Some people are very religious, and some people are against religion, so something will produce in you. Or sometimes will trigger something that happened long time ago. I will remember somebody. So I always tell people, don't fight the music if you don't like. Go deeper because it's a trigger.
Yeah.
But at the end, everybody loves the music. I
Thank
hope
you.
you have a wonderful time in Itacaré. Thank you.